Let's build an iron farm for Java 1.16. Hello again, SkunkMonkey here, and welcome to the 1.16 Iron Farm tutorial. And this thing is absolutely amazing. As you can see, there are iron golems burning behind me, and this thing is absolutely amazing. And in today's episode, I am going to show you how to build it. This will be for the upcoming 1.16 Nether update. It's not going to function at all right now, but it works so well, so well. Right now, I'll put up on screen a list of the blocks and stuff that you're going to need to build it. And I want to say right up front that this thing will produce between 11 and 12 stacks of iron ingots per hour, which it's nothing really to shake a stick at, because that's quite a lot, actually. So yeah, let's get right into the build. So to start off this farm, you're going to want to build up into the air approximately 10 blocks or so. If you build any lower than 6 blocks, the iron golems can actually spawn on the ground. So unless you want to make all of that a non-spawnable area, I suggest building it up in the air, which is what I normally do. Once you get your block in place, you want to build down by 3 blocks. Put in your observer, a sticky piston, just like that. And this is all set and ready to go. At a later date, we're going to be putting an observer right here. But for right now, we're just going to leave it just like that. Then you can use your glass, and you're going to want to surround this middle one, break it, and then build it up by 2. This is the area that our pillager is going to go into. Yes, this is going to be run by a pillager, not a zombie, because a pillager actually causes villagers to panic at a longer distance, which is key to making this farm work. We're then going to place in slabs surrounding this block right here with a half slab block missing right here. This is where the pillager is actually going to panic the villagers from, and that is the containment pod for the pillager all set and ready to go. Once that's all set up, you need to start building the pods where the villagers are going to live, and you're going to want to build out by 4 blocks and then 5 blocks in 2 different directions, and then on the other side do the same. 1 2 3 4 5. And then we can go ahead and remove the middle blocks here. And then leave 3 there and 3 over there, doing the same over here. And right here is where the villager is actually going to live. Broke one too many. So you're going to want to put a bed here with the head of the bed facing right there. 1 bed on each of there, and then build this up just like so. And that is where the villagers are all going to live in this first layer. Once you have all 4 pods ready, you can go ahead and put 1 villager in each. And if you've done it correctly, it should be on the perfect diagonal to the center spot. And it should make a giant X. And it's now time to move on to the outer ring. For these pods, you're going to want to start here and count out 12 blocks. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and then you can break everything except for the last 3, and then you're going to want to add 2 on each side, and then put a bed here, here, and here, placing glass above there and there, trapdoor right there. And you're going to want to do this on all 4 sides. Once you have the 4 outside pods in, you're going to count out by 3, 1 in each direction, and then from there build 4 blocks out, 3 blocks over, and this is going to be the area that your golems are going to spawn on, so these have to be solid blocks. And then around the outside of that, put in some sort of a temporary block. It can be anything. You're just going to break this in a few minutes. And on top of that, put in fence gates surrounding each one of the spawning platforms. Once you have all of the gates in, go ahead and open them all up. And you can also break the temporary blocks that are underneath of them. And at this time, you can grab your water buckets and place 1 here and 1 here, and everything will flow into the middle. Once you have all of those blocks destroyed, all of your gates open, go to the level which these glass blocks are at and build a ring surrounding the gates. This is just to prevent any of the golems from accidentally getting out and falling and breaking the farm. Once you have that ring in, we're going to take these middle 3 blocks on this side and on this side, and on this side as well. And we're going to bring them down using our glass because it is not a spawnable area. And you're going to bring this down as far as you want. We normally want to bring it down at least 16 blocks because the villagers will not spawn more golems unless they are further than 16 blocks away. So you're going to want to drop it down quite a ways. On my server, we like to drop them all the way to bedrock, but as long as you get them down a good bit, it doesn't really matter. And at the bottom is where the kill area is going to be. Once you get down as far as you'd like, go ahead and put a chest right there under the center. And of course, this chest doesn't have to be there, but this is just where our collection area is going to be. You can, of course, send it anywhere you want. And then take your hoppers and fill in this area, all feeding into that last chest. Once those are in, go ahead and put lava right here in the middle. It won't seep out the edges because it just doesn't flow quite far enough. But that is it for the killing area. We can now bring our villagers in, and you're going to want to put 3 villagers in. And there you go. That is this one complete. Now we just have to duplicate it on the other 3 sides. Before we get into the last part of the video, putting the pillager in, I do want to point out that you need to put a half slab there because this is a spawnable slab. And I forgot that in the video, but now I'm reminding you, put those there. Now that we have all 4 of the sides in, all of our villagers in as well, we can go ahead and bring our pillager in. And as you can see here, he is locked in. He can't shoot any of our villagers. He can't even see them. And we have one more thing to do to turn this farm on. It's simply to put another observer right here. And it's just going to bounce him up and down, which is going to allow him to panic them. And then they can sleep, and then they can panic, and then they can sleep. And the cycle is just going to go on infinitely. And as you can see, we are already getting our iron golems spawning. There we go. And each one of these areas right here is separate from the rest. And the reason that you need the villagers set up the way they are, each one of these villagers needs a villager within 10 blocks. They need 4 villagers within 10 blocks that is panicked. So this one has these 2 and these 2. Each one of these has 2 and then 2. So these guys right here fill in that requirement. And the ones on the outside are the ones that are spawning it. And that is the farm complete. Of course, in the middle here, you can bring in your collection to a central area. You can do whatever you want. But that is it. That is the farm in its entirety. Nothing too spectacular, but it works absolutely crazy. Like I said, 11 to 12 stacks of iron ingots per hour, which is absolutely nuts. I don't think anyone could even spend that much in their entire Minecraft days. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this farm works for you. It should. There's no reason that it shouldn't. Remember, this is a 1.16 farm. Look at it. There are iron golems spawning everywhere. Absolutely crazy. And if you guys enjoy the build and the video, please leave a like, consider subscribing, turn on those notifications. You can follow me on Twitter. You can join my Discord channel, and hope to see you guys in the next Iron Farm tutorial. Until next time.